Hello everyone. My name is MI and I once was addicted to K-pop. Why did I sounded like I'm doing a anti-drug commercial or something? Yeah, I once was addicted to K-pop. Maybe addicted it's not the right word. I think it's more like I was just a fan of K-pop back then. Okay, I got into K-pop when I was in high school. I think so, if I'm not mistaken. When I was in Form 3, I think so. When I was 15 years old, and let me show you how I actually got into K-pop. This is the exact, not totally accurate representation of how I actually got addicted to K-pop.
Flashback.
Hey man, do you remember what's the scientific name for the ball sack again? Can't quite remember what it was. I'm pretty sure it's something scientific or something. Hey, what are you watching? What? Oh, it's you. I'm actually watching Toys' new song called Cheer Up. They just released it. It's actually quite good, to be honest. You want to watch it with me? Oh, K-pop? Nah, I'm not actually into that K-pop, some K-pop. But, I'm willing to give it a try. What's so special about this K-pop? Why are so many people obsessed with it? I mean, like, it's not that good, right? I mean, like, it's just music. Okay, suit yourself. But, okay. That girl's kind of cute. What's her name?
End of flashback.
As you guys just saw from that clip, that's how I actually got into K-pop. I was attracted. What the hell? I got hooked into K-pop just because I found the girls in that K-pop group was cute. I mean, I don't know if this is how people actually got into K-pop, but it's how I got into K-pop. Maybe it's the wrong way. Maybe I started liking K-pop on the wrong foot, but gradually I actually become fond of their music along the way, and I actually listen to a variety of other K-pop groups, just like Blackpink, BTS, Big Bang, Wonder Girls, Blackpink. Did I say Blackpink again? So yeah, I know I'm not going to list down all of the K-pop groups that I've listened when I was into K-pop back then. So in my K-pop phase, I actually got a little bit too into K-pop, if I say so myself. Now, I was actually in school, and I was actually one of the first persons in my school that was actually got into K-pop. I mean, like back in 2016, there was a huge spark of how many people actually started watching K-pop. Just like it just started just spreading, just like a goddamn virus. Everyone was into K-pop at that point in time. And yes, I am one of the first person who was infected by the K-pop virus. Nah, so yeah, I actually got into K-pop and because I like the girls, but gradually I actually got into the music. Now, during my K-pop phase, I actually watched a lot of music videos. I think that's the bare minimum. If you're a K-pop fan, you watch a lot of music videos. Now, I actually took the extra mile of actually downloading the music videos onto my phone, just like this. It's not an iPhone, but it was actually an Asus phone back then, and I actually downloaded the highest quality of the video. For example, if the video has a 2K resolution, I will actually download that, and I'm watching it on this on this small screen. And yes, there is no difference watching it on 720p and 2K because you're watching it on a small screen. What do you expect? I actually download a lot of music videos and I actually watch it on a daily basis. Oh yeah, now that I remember it, during I was into K-pop, I actually got to know a lot of K-pop terms. I don't know if it's actually used in the industry or not, or just fans started using it. I think it's more of the fans who actually started using it. For example, just like bias, which is, I don't know if it's still being used now. Bias is basically, in today's term, is simp. Basically, you like that particular guy or girl from that specific group a little bit uh more than the other members. Yeah. And then there are ships too, which is when two members got a little bit too close to each other, and then fans started to think that their relationship is more than just friends or group members, if you get what I mean. Now, in a K-pop group, there's some members on it, and the members have their own each role. For example, there's a leader, there's a dancer, there's a vocalist, which is something that you can actually make sense. Okay, a leader is basically the leader of the group. He or she manage the group entirely, and there's the vocals who sings really loud, just like that. And then there's dancers who, you know, dance. And then there's also visuals. Basically, I don't know what's the point of visual because most of the group members looks good. Okay, I mean, like, there's no reason why there is a visual rule. I don't think so. And then there's this one rule which I don't understand one bit. Now that rule is maknae. Basically, maknae in Korean terms, I don't know, actually means the youngest in the group. Now, I'm probably going to offend a few people. I don't know, but what does a mechanic contributes to the group? I mean, like, just because he or she is the youngest in the group doesn't mean that it adds value to the group, right? I don't understand that one bit, to be honest. Now that I think about it, what does mechanic add value to the group? Does it add any value, or just like the fan just like, oh, he or she is the youngest in the group? Ah, nice. Just like that. I don't know. It's just like it doesn't make sense if maknae is a rule in a group because I don't think that it's going to add any particular value or make the group better. Wait, am I making any sense here? Now let's actually talk about the group that I followed it closely. I follow it. Yeah, then I'm just gonna say it. I follow it closely. Now the group that I followed was Twice. It was the group that actually got me into K-pop, and I followed them up until I lose my K-pop phase. And yeah, I was actually a huge fan of their music, of the group itself. If I'm not mistaken, the fan base is known as Once. So yeah, I actually followed that group. Uh, just like a goddamn religion. I actually watched their of how the group was created. Now the group was actually created based out of a variety show. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called 16. Yeah, I think it's called 16. Where based on the final outcomings of that show, it's going to make the Twice group. Yeah, I actually watched all the episodes of that. I don't know why. And then I actually watch almost all of their V Live streams. I don't know if V Live is still a thing. Do people actually still use V Live? I don't know. Maybe they're still using it. I stopped watching it entirely. Now, oh yeah, now this is a really cringy thing that I did. Now, Twice actually has an Instagram page, and I actually commented on their posts. Now the comments that I actually posted does not mean anything specific. I don't know why I actually commented on their post just like that. Now, if you guys want to know what I actually commented on their post, is actually in look, if I actually explain it to you guys, it will not make any sense if you're not from my high school, because only in my high school they would actually understand what's the meaning of that word. So the word I actually commented on the post is nges or kes, and it basically means I don't care. So yeah, it makes sense, right? So I usually commented on every single post that they actually uploaded on Instagram. Why I actually commented, I have no fucking clue. Don't ask me why. Oh yeah, now I remember it. There's also one more thing that I actually did, which is kind of cringe from my perspective, which is, there's now when how do I word this out? Now, there's a lot of fans of the particular K-pop group, and those fans makes their own tier list or rankings of their favorite members of each group, and they posted it on social medias. For example, like Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. I actually watch a lot of YouTube videos of people ranking of that particular K-pop group of the criteria. For example, they rank who is the best singer of the group, or who is the cutest, who is the best dancer of the group. Just like top 10, just like a Watch Mojo list. Okay, they basically do it just like that, and I watch those kind of videos a lot. I don't know why I watched that video. Probably because I just want to see my bias, yeah, I'm just gonna call it bias. Just because I just want to watch my bias being on the top and say like, yes, finally, someone who has taste. Oh my god, why am I remembering all of these really cringy things that I did in the past? I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight after remembering all of these embarrassing things that I did in the past. So yeah, those are the things I did. That's probably the brief of the things that I did when I was in my K-pop phase. Now, how I actually got out of K-pop. It was the year of 2019. I was already graduated from my high school. I was at home. I opened up Netflix and I watched anime. That's basically on how I actually quit watching K-pop or listening to K-pop. I just changed it to watching anime. Yep. Basically, some of you guys may think that that's a downgrade. Basically, rather than watching actually real life girls and downgrading it to 2D girls. And I personally think that you are wrong. You need help. You're wrong. 2D is better than real girls. So yeah, now that's enough of me talking about of my K-pop phase when I was a teenager. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now I remember it. Now the whole reason why I actually quit watching K-pop is because I found anime much more entertaining than K-pop. That's all. That's not like that. I think that K-pop is better or anything. Okay, it's just like I just found it much more entertaining. That's all. And I quit watching K-pop almost entirely because sometimes I actually hear the musics on radio and I found it, yeah, that's actually quite good. Now, and I actually occasionally listen to K-pop music from time to time, probably just like once a month, probably. So yeah, that's the whole story, or just like a brief story of how I got into K-pop and how I stopped watching K-pop and listening to them. Now, if you guys found this video entertaining, remember to hit the like button. And if you want more content from my channel, please consider to subscribe to my channel. You will be doing me a huge favor by doing so. Oh yeah, now remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both of those are linked down below. Go give me a follow, as if you want fast uploads, okay? Because I will, after I upload a new video, I would tweet it and make an Instagram story. So if you guys want to be one of the first persons to know my newest upload, so yeah, what are you doing? Go give me a follow, dingus. And yeah, that's all from me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.